All right, we're gonna try this again. This time I actually have my mic on recording. Oh, Bebop, what's up, y'all? I'm Bebop, and I forget everything. All right, let's get into the gear. I'm gonna be going over what I believe is the bare minimum for tanking in Gen M3's. Now, I've been playing this game for a long time, so I just want to try to hand down some knowledge that I've acquired over the years and kind of try to raise the level of tanking for the M3's in Genesis, because man, I have ran into some weird stuff out here in the public M3's this week, and I kind of want to show you what I use and how you can start off, and you would be very surprised how much easier life can be doing this. First of all, we're going to start off with all ice protection, because it is ice mutation. On any ice mutation, I try to wear the brightest outfit that I have transmogged, because the enemy or the teammates need to be able to see you, and ice mutation is probably the hardest thing to see through with the damage floating numbers plus the ice wall that circles around. It's very difficult to see through. A lot of the gear that I'm going to show you is really 2 perkers, not 3 perkers, even though they're gold items. So let's just go over the gear real quick. I am in a light equip load, and I will be that through the whole dungeon. So this is Azoth Crystal Mask, Enchanted Ward, and Refreshing. This is Featherweight. It's going to allow me to rock a heavy piece and a round shield for the extra protection. And Power Breaker doesn't really matter. Freedom's fine. And Enchanted Ward, Refreshing, Lightning Harnessing doesn't matter with my current build. This round shield is what I went with. It's got Fortified Shield Rush, which I think is pretty important in this dungeon. The soldiers hit very hard. If the healer's late getting their Nullifying Oblivion down with the Void Gauntlet, then you're going to feel that. If the Skewer misses or whatnot, then you'll feel it. Make sure you have Fortify, so you can spread that out with your Defender's Resolve, and you'll always be fortified. Healers, quick note. Please, carry a dang Void Gauntlet on you. I ran into a healer yesterday that didn't have a Void Gauntlet even on them. Like, you should not be healing in M3 if you don't have a Void Gauntlet on you. I'm sorry, that may sound harsh, but the level of play for M3's needs to go up. And if you are healing without the Void Gauntlet, at least put an Oblivion down every now and then. I'm not asking you to Void Blade, but at least put an Oblivion down. Hey, I don't know, man. That's what I'll say. Enchanted, this is going to help my sword. My sword has Keen, Vicious, Refresher Move, and then you add the perk from the round shield. It also has Enchanted. My hammer is Keen, Vicious, Refreshing Move. Now, Refreshing Move is a must on the hammer, in my opinion. Keen's fine too if you want it. Vicious doesn't really need to be there. You don't get a lot of criticals with the hammer, but you know, Sundering Clear Out would be really good to have here. I don't have one on me on this account, so it is what it is. I have the Brutal Heart Rune with Stone Form. After the Stone Form ends, it explodes, and you know, dealing 200% Heart Rune damage within 3 meters, so that helps you maintain aggro. I have Frozen, Divine, and Health. I have Leeching, Hardy, Keen Awareness, which I don't really have slash rings on this account much, so maybe I need to make some more. I can't remember why I don't. Oh, because I was low on money for a while. I didn't have enough to do chromatic seals and all that stuff, so I didn't feel like it was really worth it to do on this account. And then for the earring, make sure you have Despise, Nimble. Those are 2 must, in my opinion. And I have Fortified Toast. Make sure you have your infused health pot, regens. I have regen serums just in case we do big pulls. And common blight tinctures in case you get blighted. Do not use Desert Sunrise and Gen. You want to use powerful incense instead. That's going to help protect you from the blight a lot. Coatings, honing stones, food, all that good stuff. I use Banana Parfait when tanking. And that's what I take here to get. Basically, you want to be 300. I'm missing 1 point, but you want that 7% base damage while under 90% health, so I'll have to fix that sometime today. The weapon skill tree for the sword is not right. Hold on. Let me fix that, everybody. Oh, you're throwing me by nah, bro. That was for a need. All right, I've been on this count a little bit. So this is what I like to use right here. I do like this in ice mutations or whatnot to get that extra, a bit of haste or whatnot when you get out of, being rooted or whatnot, or getting from one point to another. Yeah, on critical, gain 20% haste. I like to have a little bit more speed as a tank. And then the last one, you can feel free to choose whatever you want to choose. You could do successful heavy attack, causes you to lose 1 debuff. You could use the stamina when you rush with the shield rush or shield bash. I choose to use this one right here, which is health above 50%. When your health is above 50%, damage reduction increase by 20 is actually kind of a must compared to everything else. So make sure you pick that. All right, and then set your stuff however you want. And then when we go to the hammer, you do a practice swing to warm it up. And that's how I have my hammer right now. Feel free to vary it if you choose. I wouldn't recommend armor breaker in this. Don't need it. Now, let's go over the first boss set. The first boss set is as such. Now, if you want to start off on this first boss set, light, just at least make sure you're 350 strength. You could go 200 con or 300 con, but really, you just want to start off somewhere where you feel comfortable. I'd say 200 con. Work your way down, and you want to get to where you could be as low as con as you can. 5 con, 50 con. I could take food here and be 5 con, and then next thing you know, I got more dex and be over the 200 mark. So feel free to look at doing that and practicing. You want to be light on this boss because he is the #1 gatekeeper in the game. On 97% of groups are not passing gatekeepers. Just make sure we're adding DPS. Healer needs to be in on the DPS. Tank needs to be DPSing, and the DPS need to make sure they're actually DPSing. So I go 30% strike damage resistance, 18% nature resistance. I have 6 ice because I don't want to regem the featherweight. And really, this earring should have been kept as a nature protection or a strike protection piece, but I switched it out the last second. It's the same one that I have on my final boss set, so make sure that's strike or nature, whichever you find more helpful. So that's what I go with for the first boss, and basically it's a chain of ward, refreshing, and health. Enchanted void, that's basically a 2 perker, 2 perker, 2 perker. Have your strike protection amulet, a ring, and despised, refreshing, healing heart. You can use nimble if you want, but the refreshing gave me the 4 out of 4, so I like that. Now, if you want to go full strike conditioning, that would be great. Great thing to look at doing. I didn't want to miss out this set so much. I was just trying to do something basic to show you do not need perfect gear to make it through this stuff. Now, the last boss fight, I switched to this. My stats are as such: 355 strength, 200 dex, 49 con. Now, I will rarely, unless I'm with a busy group and I'm really confident in, well, if it's not a dot mutation, you can go down to 5 con, 15 con, whatever you want. But with having dots, I would say minimum 50 con. You put your team too much at risk doing it the other way compared to what you're adding for damage. So I have slash conditioning on some pieces because it's really what you want for the final boss. It does mostly slash. It does do a strike damage ability, but you should be dodging that slam down every time. So this one should be slash conditioning, and then this one should be slash conditioning also. You can get the best slash protection round shield in the game from this area right here. If we zoom out to Shatter Mountain and you come down here, right where I have that pinged is the spot where you get the glass round shield, which comes with slash ward protection, arcane ward protection, and I don't remember what else, but yeah, you want to get that one if you want the extra slash protection, which you can get that one actually easy. It drops pretty quick. Now you want to make sure you're using your slash amulet, empowered, and health, because you are DPS at this point, so empowering's good. Same thing on the first boss. Empowered, health would be great. Slash ring, and then whatever earring you want to use with despise. Make sure you have despise on there. And that's basically it. I use the rapier here for the boss fights because you get the 15% more damage to bleeding enemies. So make sure you use that on the boss fights. And then when you do set that up, make sure that you go and set it up evade style. This exact right here. Take a screenshot and set your stuff up this way. That way, whenever you go and you're in there, you can taunt with that, with the pose, which is called riposte. It's basically a taunt, and you'll keep aggro. And yeah, you can also riposte the last boss's one-shot mechanic. So when all you see the green stuff in the air and everybody runs behind the rock, you just stay there slicing away. And then when she's about to do that one-shot mechanic, you just stand there and you say, nope, not me, babe. And then you just live. And that's it. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave it in the comment section. I answer all comments. If you want to catch me live streaming on Twitch, you can catch me on Twitch every day. Usually in the US, it's morning and afternoon time. In the EU, it's evening and nighttime. So I play on Nisa server. It's in the EU. And I'm from Texas. So thanks for watching.